Chelsea Football Club, there are two major issues that nobody's talking about. And if you dare to do this, I'm telling you now, the fan base will lose all confidence in Blue Coat. It's as simple as that. Cucurella's got 2 years left on his deal in the summer, and so does Reece James. But I thought Cucurella re-signed a new deal. We're going to talk about it because he signed on a piece of paper, got a pay rise, but no extension. Why? Furthermore, Reece James, captain leader, soon to be legend. Why has this new contract not been sorted? Why are we not hearing there are any discussions? We're breaking that down. Now, that's the contracts issues. Delap is hurt for 68 weeks. A lot of people are going to say, we need to go into the window for the January window. I said yes. Or bring Emega back. Emega's not coming back. And we need to talk about that, why he's not coming back. And now we've got a brief. And finally, Chelsea versus Atalanta, match preview. Cole Palmer's not in training, but this is the right thing to do. So that will get a positive spin about it. But we need to preview that game. We need to talk about which game is more important. Atalanta or Everton. I can't lie to you. They're both important. And we need to tell you why. So before we get started, number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, tell a friend to tell a friend. So share the video. And finally, subscribe to the channel. We need like 1,200 people to hit 45k. Can we do it, please? Do it now. You will forget. Let's get started. Chelsea fans, you all know I like Blue Coat. It's not very popular to say that, but I think Blue Coat have got good intentions. The execution just isn't right. The money's getting invested. They're just not got the beauty of the plan that is making it work so we can become title contenders. And the reason why I say I like Blue Coat is, to this day now, they haven't let me down in the sense that they haven't sold anybody that I said, how dare you sell this player? He is a key integral piece of this team. And when they gave a new contract to Cucurella, I've been waiting for the announcement. And we've all been told, oh, deal's been signed. They just haven't announced it. Until Fabrizio Romano has come out, and this is where now my mind's running all over the gaff. And he's come out and said, look, Chelsea signed a new deal with Cucurella. However, it only includes a pay rise, no extension. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. If the guy had 3 years in the summer, next year he's going to have 2 years. And a lot of people know what it means when players have 2 years with Blue Coat. Bowley said it out of his mouth. This is no making it up. This is literally from the horse's mouth. One of the co-owners of the club has said, when we sign players on a 7-year deal, it's essentially 5 because we're not letting them run into the last 2 years of their contract. Meaning, Cucurella either re-signs again in the summer or Cucurella leave. But if you've already agreed a new deal with Cucurella, why would you not just give him some extra years? Unless the plan is to sell him in the summer. So I've put this tweet out and I said, under no circumstances should Cucurella or Reece James be leaving the club. Because then Blue Coat's intentions are clear. People came back to me with this and this made me laugh. We've got Gerald Hato and we can go get Barco from Strasbourg. They could replace him. Cucurella can move on. Are you kidding? Gerald Hato is a very good player. Gerald Hato, in my opinion, could become a wonderful left-sided centre-back. Gerald Hato will never be an elite left-back. I'm telling you that for free. Barco is not, and I want to repeat, he is not a left-back. He is a centre defensive midfielder at the moment, playing the deep playmaker role. Liam Rossigna took him away from in the French league from left back because he was struggling to defend and put him in the middle. So essentially, that's not the long-term solution. And finally, the biggest one of all, right? He is a top 5 left back. Cucurella is a top 5 left back. Are we in the business of letting our top 5 best players go because we want another prospect? Under no circumstances. Under no circumstances should this be allowed to happen. Someone else said to me, well, he'll be 30 in 2028. So what? So what? In this modern day where Thiago Silva's played till nearly 40 years old, Ronaldo's played till 40 years old, Virgil van Dijk is 36. Last year he won the Premier League and was the best defender in the league. You've got players proving that they can play longer than ever. Is 30 years old the cutoff point? When somebody is going into the best years of his career, why did we just not extend him till 32, 31, and then keep the flexibility of maybe moving him on? Do people forget that we had Azpilicueta for years, and Azpilicueta was amazing for us for years, and now he's gone on and he's playing at Atletico Madrid here and there? Experience is pivotal. Cucurella is part of the furniture. If you get rid of Cucurella now, you're absolutely no use to this institution. You're proving to everybody what they've said. This is about profit and not about winning. Cucurella contributes to winning. The minute you get Cucurella out of this team, it will cause problems. We need to renew this guy and we need to give him some extra years on this deal. That's my personal opinion. Let me know your comments in it. Reece James. A lot of people are going to say, Alex, no way they're going to do it. I pray they're not going to do it because Matt Law's come out and said Reece James has got 2 years left on his deal. Reece James at this moment in time is the highest paid player in the club. He doesn't see an issue between Chelsea and Reece James to strike a deal before the season ends, meaning he's going to resign. First of all, a few people have told me when I'll pose this question, well, Reece can't get a pay rise. Reece is already on 200 grand. What do you mean Reece can't get a pay rise? Reece has been fit for a whole year. Reece is not only the best right back, he's our captain. Meaning, when he signed this deal, when Blueco first came in, for 4 years, Reece hasn't been getting any pay rise, unless there's an inflation clause in his contract. For those of you that don't know how inflation works, yeah, go and research it, ChatGPT, type it in, it will explain to you everything in details. And it will explain to you why Reece, when he re-signs, he needs to ask for more money. And a lot of people say, well, we can't be giving that, we didn't give Osimhen that. Well, Osimhen's not Chelsea. He didn't play for Chelsea. He didn't prove himself to Chelsea. I think Reece James is our captain. Reece James deserves that bigger contract. And I think Reece James needs to be here until he retires. Reece James needs to be our John Terry. Reece James has proven himself to be our John Terry. He stays fit, he plays well, and he has to stay at the club. I am a bit more relaxed about this one because I don't think they would dare. Yeah, Blueco, no, they would not dare let our captain leave. Especially because, and this is the big one, where would he go? Manchester City? Arsenal? Not a chance. The fans would riot. If you want season tickets cancelled, that is the moment that people will start cancelling their season tickets. That is the moment where people will turn so anti-Blueco that they will not like it because it will be brand damaging. I promise you, it will absolutely be terrible because the online fans would riot. The match-going fans would boo the hell out of the building every single time. This is our icon. This is Chelsea. This is the guy that came out of Cobham, the guy that stayed when things were tough, the guy that got himself fit when the world was against him, the guy now that is the captain and will wear the armband for years to come. He is the sample. He is Mr. Chelsea for this generation. He used to be John Terry, now it's moved on to Reece James. He is Chelsea. So for me, I don't want this to become a big issue and I don't want this to be covering the whole summer. Get these 2 deals sorted out. It's as simple. Look, at this moment in time, Chelsea Football Club need a striker. Liam Delap has come in. Liam Delap has not played well. Somebody said to me, and I'm telling you right now, it's a beautiful expression. You get what you paid for. You paid for a £30 million striker, Alex. What did you expect? And I can't lie to you, I was bamboozled. I genuinely thought Liam Delap was better than what he is. I knew his hold-up wasn't as good, but I thought the ball striking, the physicality, the aggression, he was going to cause chaos. Maybe he will. Don is convinced every time I talk to him that in the second half of the season he's going to be a lot better. We're not writing the kid off, but the kid's injured again. So he's out now till February. So the natural way that my brain works is, well, we're going to have to get a replacement for him, right? We're either going to go into the January window, sign a new striker, we're going to actively go and seek to promote someone from the academy, or we're just going to recall Jackson and Omega. We have already been told by Fabrizio Romano that Jackson is not coming back, and Omega by Kieran Gill that it's not part of the plans. Strasbourg are having a tough season. He is their captain. He will be staying till the summer. He is going to be their player. Whether it's Shin Maheka's ready and is going to get promoted is another thing. We're currently left with Guiu and Joao Pedro. And I'm not going to lie to you, I am not convinced that this is the long-term solution. We might be in a position where we might start looking at Pedro Neto through the middle, Estevao on the right, and then Cole Palmer in the 10. That just confuses me even more. It's something that we need to be very careful about. Because at this moment in time, we are desperate from Liam Delap. And I already can tell you, this is a spoiler for the January transfer window. What's going to happen is the window is going to open. We're going to get a brief. Chelsea are looking at potential 9s. First week will go by. The second week will go by. Then we're going to get a brief that Liam Delap will be back early February. Therefore, the club do not see any market opportunities that they can go and grab. And we are going to wait for Liam Delap to come because it's like a brand new signing because he's only played 5 or 6 games for the club. And that will literally be what we're going to talk about all January. Mark my words. Timestamp this moment. Calendar assess it. This is what's going to happen. Is it jarring? 100%. Is it tough for us? It is what it is. We just have to accept it. They're not going into the market. I'm telling you that. Chelsea have got a huge game. And the game against Atalanta is huge. Atalanta in Bergamo, away from home. This is what we wanted. We didn't want to go to Kazakhstan and play with cows in the background. We wanted to go to Bergamo and play against Atalanta with that toxic atmosphere that it's going to be. It's going to be fierce, it's going to be vicious, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be an amazing game. And it's a big test. However, there needs to be some rotation. And a lot of people are going to say, rotation again? I hate that R word. I absolutely despise it. Listen, at the end of the day, you need to rotate. And what I think is going to happen is, number one, Palmer didn't train. A lot of people are going to say, what do you mean Palmer didn't train? Why is Palmer not training? Palmer was being rested. Meaning, Palmer played on the weekend. He's going to get a training session off. And most probably he's going to travel and be on the bench. What I think we need to do is, the goalkeeper needs to be Robert Sanchez. At right back, I'm starting with Malo Gusto. Centre back partnership, I'm flipping both of them. Chalobah gets a rest and Fofana gets a rest. And we go with Badiashile and Josh Achempo. We go back to that Liverpool centre back partnership. Those two complement each other well. Badiashile leads, Josh Achempo covers nicely. One's aggressive, one's the cover. We basically have another version of Fofana and Chalobah. That could work. Left back, this is where I don't know what I'm going to do because every part of me wants to play Cucurella. However, Cuckoo's playing and playing and playing and playing. That really, really worries. And I think I'm going to lean on Cucurella, but Gerald Hato's there. Maybe we go with Hato at left back. Midfield, no choice. You're going with Caicedo and Andre Santos. Enzo needs to be rested. Enzo played on the weekend. Reece James played on the weekend. That's more than enough. I need Reece for the game against Everton. Reece is getting rest. Number 10, I'm going with Joao Pedro, wing. Gittins on the left. On the other side, I'm going with Estevao. You need to make it work. Those two need an opportunity to get back in our good books. They need to play in an away game in Europe. Play. Up top, we ain't got no choice, broski. It's got to be Mark Gu. Mark, this is your opportunity. You will never have a better opportunity to make your mark at Chelsea Football Club, yeah? No pun intended. The reality is, if he does not make it now, he has nobody to blame. Because for every opportunity he missed last year when Jackson got injured, he had so many opportunities this year, and it's a matter of him now breaking through. He's got 8 weeks, 8 bloody weeks to mark his spot to the point before Delap gets back, and Delap needs to fight to get his spot back. Make it count. Chelsea need to win this game. We are currently sitting in the top 8. The way the fixtures are congested, we don't want 2 more games. We want the time off, we want to relax, we want to get through as a top seed, and more importantly, and this is the key, I think this is pivotal. We need to win this game so that the Paphos game that we have after is one that if we win, we are in a position where we are dominant. And the game in Napoli doesn't mean nothing. Win this game and we will be cooking with oil and make it count. But before we end this video, I want you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I've also got a video here. At the end of the transfer window, what I did was I reviewed the transfer window. I spoke about the incomings, the loans, and the outstanding. And I said 5 out of 10 for the incomings. I got cooked. Go and see the comments, go and watch the video, and I bet you a lot of you agree with me right now. Peace out, I'm out. Have a lovely day.